Hello, welcome to the queue. It is Operation 43rd Wessex, and it is turn 11 for Japan. We have for our buy, we are going to finish the heavy carrier. We're going to advance the heavy battleship one space. We're going to build a sub. We've got a militia upgrade militia. We're going to upgrade a port. We got 4 militia, marine infantry, mountain infantry, anti-aircraft gun, and a minor factory. Fighter is our last item. And we've got these tokens here. I don't know if you can see those very well. We got the samurai crushing the ship, and we got Uncle Sam stomping one out. They were a set that HPG has created for naval battles. I'm going to use those two for something different. Italy has one on the board, and you got that Roman soldier crushing a battleship there. So that marks the big victory for the Italian Navy. The interesting thing in the set that I got from HPG doesn't have a British unit. So is that foreshadowing that the British are going to fail on their attack on the Italian fleet? I think so. I'm going to use these for my Kido Butai and Big Blue Fleet markers. So right now, nobody has it, but when I place this heavy carrier, Kido Butai will be in effect for Japan. But it doesn't count now, so we're saving one from approved construction here, here, and there. So let's roll some tech dice. We've got radar, factories, and long range. And long range, I need to roll again from the last turn, grabbing the dice. Because I rolled it and it was kind of a little cocked and it was a 7, 8, or 9. So I passed it. And the problem is, and I didn't realize it till later, long range aircraft is an 8 or higher. So that 7 could have been a miss. So this is last turn. Miss. All right. This is this turn's roll. All right, so we got 1, which is the yellow. So factories, that's good. So factories goes up to 3, and long range does not even join the board. So we go backwards in tech. Well, I'll leave those because we got some. Well, you know what? I'll just leave them here so I don't have to keep hunting them down every time. Let's go do some combat. We've got New Zealand that needs to be liberated. So we're going to go into the North Island. We have a destroyer that's here in P-73. He's just grabbing the Marine from Caledonia. He comes over. We got a transport in P-65, grabs the 2 guys from Fiji. They hate that, and we'll come over. And so we got 3 Marines going in there. We're going to have 1 aircraft, this tactical. 1, 2, and he'll have 2 left. And so I'll take those dice, and these 2 will go in port here in the North Island. Second combat, we've got a destroyer here in P-65, grabs the Marine off New Hebrides. 1, 2, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong every time. And Northern Territory will fall, and that's okay. It's not worth any money. Our battle cruiser that's on convoy rating status will move from P-64 to P-63. So we'll roll that. I'm going to put that there so we don't forget. And non-coms. We got Guam. We have to take Guam because we don't like it. The port we're upgrading is this one here in the Mariana Islands. I'm assuming that's truck. So we have... Where is that transport coming from? It's coming from... That is a good question. That means that one can't move up there. All right, so I've got this transport non-comming. Maybe I can't do that non-com. Interesting. interesting. Because I need this transport to do that. All right, so I'm going to have to change my transports around here. So this transport here in P41 from Kwang Tung will grab these 2 Marines and come over 1, 2. They'll go into Guam. So take that yellow marker off. We have a tactical. 1, 2, 3. He'll have a movement of 1 left. Our second tactical comes from Malaya and has an air base. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 left. All right, so we're going to throw in a bombard here from this battleship. 1, 2. This cruiser. 1, 2. All right. So that will be our attack on Guam. We've got 2 Marines here getting on this transport here in P50 and coming over to Mindanao. All right, we'll have a battle crew or a cruiser, heavy cruiser, and a battleship do the bombard there. You know what? Maybe I don't want that heavy cruiser to do that. I don't think I do. I'm just going to use the battleship. They'll go somewhere else non-com. All right, so that transport performed that action there. For grins, I could have this guy walk across the narrow. I don't know that I need 3. That seems kind of pointless. So let's not. Well, we're going to leave them there because I got better access over there. All right, so we've got 2 aircraft. We've got this fighter from Air Base 1, 2. It'll have a movement of 3 left. And the fighter from I-12 goes 1, 2 and has 2 left. All right, so that is the extent of my attacks. No, it isn't. We've got our strategic bomber. 1, 2, 3. We'll bomb this rail line here, and since it gets 2 dice, it automatically gets 2 damage, and then it'll go back here to Rihi. So that's the end of that attack. I guess I need to put a 2 on there just for grins, I suppose. 2 damage on the rail. All right, let's roll our convoy first, and it is even up. And it is nothing. Nothing from Anzacs. All right. So first attack, we'll start down here. There's no bombards. There is 3 Marines. And we have a tactical. And it looks like mountainous. All right. So 3 at 1, 1 at 7. Nothing. You know what? I could have rolled the militia at the same time. Here's the militia at a 2. Oh, 1 and a 2. All right, I'm rolling them all together this time. Dang it. But I did get a hit. So I lost another Marine against a militia. That is so irritating. All right, so that falls to 2 Marines. The tactical will land. That we did. Mindanao. All right, so we'll leave that dice in there. We're going to roll a 4 for the bombard on the battleship. That battle's over. Didn't lose a Marine in Mindanao. All right. The next, we've got a 4 and a 2. So the 4 will be the orange, and the heavy cruiser will be the white. Another hit. Wish I had a battleship down south, but I guess if I take all that with only losing 1 Marine, that is worth nothing other than pride. Oh, I do have this marked. Always mark. So the seaplane comes out, goes on map, and it's a 3 for the to get the sub, and we do. Coastal sub down. All right. So pretty good turn, combat wise. Not so much on tech. I'm looking around and see if I missed any other combat markers. So that seaplane there can move 2. So it'll go 1, 2 onto the Mariana Islands. And I feel like I should put a militia there. We'll see when I'm placing. I don't have it marked for a militia. All right, so our planes, we're going to put this marker here. And in P-43, so far we have a transport, battleship, and a heavy cruiser. This fleet carrier, 1-2, catches the 2 tacticals. They have 1 left. All right, so we got a torpedo boat destroyer from P-32. He comes over, goes on the card. We have a light cruiser from P-41, 1-2. He goes on the card. We have a heavy cruiser, and I think this destroyer goes 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's a port. So he goes up to P-16. So just the heavy cruiser from P-50 comes over to the card. This destroyer, 1, 2, 3, from I-12 goes to the card. All right, so those have moved. This still has to move. What do we have up here? That sub's going to go north. The torpedo boat destroyer here from P-15, come down 1-2. Go on the card as well. From the Southland, we've got from P-30 or 65 a carrier with a fighter on it that comes up to the card, which is 1, 2, 3, along with a light cruiser and 2 more heavy cruisers. All right, so that is all sitting nicely in P-43. And that is on there. All right, so clear out. Oh, I got these 2 to land. The fighter that moved 3 goes back to Malaya, that air base. The light carrier in I-12 will come over to P-50, and on it will be the other fighter. The torpedo boat destroyer will come 1 into P-50. All right, what else do we have? This sub's going to stay put. This sub here in I-4 will come down 1, 2, and I don't know what that is, I-9. And hopefully I remember that next turn. All right, so what other movement? We got an infantry from Anatonkan, moves over to Burma. All right, so we got a Marine here in Anatonkan. He moves to Siam. Okay, so I don't remember. I think that militia was in Burma. I may have knocked him out of place. Cochin, China, there's an infantry, goes over to Siam. All right, so this transport here comes out 1 to I-12, grabs the Marine from Ceylon, back into P-50, and drops him off in Sumatra. So that's it for that. All right, that means these 2 transports. I'm still going to do what I was intending on here. So this transport here in P-15 grabs the infantry and artillery and comes down 1, 2, 3 into P-50 and drops them off into Siam. I say that. Should I drop one off in Singapore? I think we'll drop the infantry in Singapore and the artillery in Siam. All right, so that means, oh, this fighter here in Honshu is going to come out onto that medium or light carrier. That leaves this transport finally here, comes over 1 to P-15, grabs the airborne and the artillery, and comes back, and that was from Honshu, into P-14, goes into port in Rihe, drops the airborne off in Rihe and the artillery off in Beiping. Or actually could drop it off here in Hope. I think I'll do that instead. All right, so that is that. All right, we're going to leave our bomber where it is. It did nothing this turn. Sad, sad. We've got this coastal sub staying in P66. This coastal sub in P65 will come over 1 to P64. We got to get our subs out of harm's way here. So I got 2 subs in P24, if you can see it on the camera. 1, 2, 3 P48, 3 P49. The sub at midway comes down 1, 2, 3 into P47. And last but not least, the sub in P16 comes up 1, 2, 3 to P40. No, is that P11? All right, so can't. All right, I think. Oh, we got 2 trains here. Trying to think where we were going with that. We're going to rail both those infantry here to Shangtung. And that's our rail movement. And we have 2 rail because we have that as a bonus for our access to resources there. All right, so next up is 2 infantry. Where am I moving 2 infantry? I think I am. I'm moving 2 infantry from Kwangtung into Hunan. Whoops. All right, so medium armor will stay put. I think we are done. Oh, we had an artillery in Rihi, which will move up into Suyon. We got a motorized, which will come down to Hope. 1, 2. The 2 cavalry will move up to Beiping. All right, join the city life. All right. I think that is it. Our infantry in Tokyo will stay put. Hooray for him. So we're going to go up 1. U.S. goes down 1. We're going to go up 1. Anzac goes down 1. And then the other attacks were nothing. All right. Yeah, that's correct. All right, so that is a net gain of 2 for Japan. Not too exciting. And then who goes down? U.S. Oh, they go down to this part. And Anzac goes down to 4. All right, is that correct? Anzac has 1, 2, and then Sydney 4. All right, that's good. I think we're done. As I'm looking for markers. These 1s are where I was going to place militias. All right, well, let's grab our goods. Rihi, this is Japan. That is Honshu. And that is Malaya. All right. So Malaya gets a 2nd factory and an AA gun. Honshu gets the fighter. Rihi gets the mountain infantry. Kyushu will get a marine, and then a infantry will go into Honshu. All right, so I'm looking where my other transport. It came over here to Guam. I had my transports messed up, so I'm one down from what I wanted up there, but I have these guys down here to move. All right, let's get the rest of our goods. Our port we upgraded. This is the militia and the upgrade. I'm not going to take the upgrade. And then 4 militia. And last but not least is our sub. The sub here will go in P16. Set all that there. The port goes here in Marianas Islands, the upgrade. We do place our heavy carrier and we move up our heavy battleship. So we'll have a big naval placement next turn. So the heavy carrier will go in port here on the backside there in Honshu. All right. I guess I can use my import marker. There's nothing really that can hit it anyway, so. All right. I'm thinking, what else do I have? All right, so the militia and militia upgrade, or the upgraded militia, are here in the Caroline Islands. That leaves 4 militia, so we're going to place 1 in New Britain. We're going to place 1 in Shantung. Is that correct? That's a 2, right? Yeah, it's worth 2. All right. We're going to place 1 in Sumatra. Or are we? No. I had a 1 there. I think I'm going to place 1 here in Malaya. Call an audible on Sumatra. Nah, we'll place it in Sumatra. Let's just stick with the plan. There was a reason I had it there. Maybe I can't think of it now, but that is it. All right. Yeah, all right. Let's look at our cash, and then we'll come back for a recap of our units. All right, so with placing that heavy carrier, we do have Kido Butai for next turn. Get rid of those. Well, if we continue to have Kido Butai, then we'll build that, finish off that heavy battleship for 5. So I'll leave that there. All right, cash, we are at 52. So there's our 50. So that gives us 2, and none of our bonuses changed. So we're going to go from 65 to 67 for next turn. Unless Guam is a bonus. I think it's Wake. I think Wake is the bonus. Wake and Midway. We'll leave it. If it's not, we'll add $1. All right, so here is the units. I-9 is a sub. I-12 is a sub. Sumatra Marine Militia. In Singapore, Malaya's 2 factories now, air base, fighter, infantry, 2 militia, 1 anti-aircraft gun. Siam, infantry, marine, artillery. Burma, infantry, militia. Kwangtung has been reduced to 6 infantry, medium armor, 2 militia, 1 anti-aircraft gun. I don't think the Chinese are going to get any aircraft for some time. So we're going to move that anti-aircraft gun out of Kwangtung into Anantonkan. And it can be there by itself because the Chinese can't come out and get it. Or can they? No, they can't. That's not in this game. All right. Because I could just leave that infantry there, but we'll leave it where it is. All right. Moving on. I had a thought. I'll do the Navy last. Mindano's 2 Marines. Luzon is a Marine infantry. Hunan, 2 infantry militia. Militia Nanking, half-built airbase. Shanktung's 2 militia, 2 infantry. Hope is 3 infantry, 1 militia, 1 artillery, 1 motorized. Beiping is 2 cavalry militia. Suyan is 4 artillery, 2 mountain, 1 militia, 1 medium armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? 3, 4, 8 infantry, yes. Rihi is a transport and port. Mountain infantry, airborne infantry, strategic bomber, militia in western Manchuria. Korea has a militia and a medium bomber. Kyushu, marine. Honshu, fighter, and an infantry. Tokyo, infantry. All right, here is, the rest of the islands. Militia, militia, militia. Nothing changes. Guam is 2 marines. Caroline Islands is infantry militia. New Britain, infantry militia. Marshall Islands, infantry militia. 2 marines on the North Island with a tactical. Oh, it's got to land. 1, 2. The tactical lands on New Caledonia. Last land unit is in Northern Territory is a marine. Sea zones. P-63 is a battle cruiser destroyer. P-64 coastal sub. P-66 coastal sub. Import in Northern Island in New Zealand is a destroyer transport. Moving up, we got a sub in P-48, P-49, P-47, P-11. P-16 is a sub along with a light carrier fighter and a destroyer. P-50 is a battleship, 3 transports, a torpedo boat destroyer, and a fighter. And I think, our big card here, Mariana Islands has the seaplane. It looks like it's out in the ocean, but it's not. Get rid of that so it's not confusing. All right, P-43, the big card, is a transport, 2 fleet carriers, 1 fighter, 2 tacticals, battleship, 4 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, 1 destroyer, 2 torpedo boat destroyers. All right, that is the extent of the Japanese Empire. Next up is Britain and Boston Bruce.